Yo, guys, let's drink some coffee, talk about the Raul Neto revenge game. Oh, it's hot. What is up, guys? DJ Eastwood here. This is the Run It Back Podcast, home of the most honest Philly sports takes on YouTube. Some people don't like it, but it's because some people don't like the truth. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and please stop what you're doing right now and hit the like button on the video. Every single like helps me out. Let's try to get 500 likes on the video. Let's get into it. Sixers played the Kings last night. And it's a good test for them because we knew they didn't stand a chance against the Clippers and the Lakers realistically, like without Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Josh Richardson, playing two of the best teams in the West. And they put up a good fight. So it was interesting to see if they would continue that level of effort, that level of play, that level of hustle and just relentlessness against a team that they should beat. And, it's a good sign for when Embiid, Simmons, and Richardson come back that without those three starters, we can win on the road in convincing fashion against a team that we should beat like the Kings. So overall, I was happy about it. I'm not going to trash Brett Brown in this game. I'm not going to trash basically anybody because, again, you're missing three starters. It is a game of runs. The Kings went on a couple runs. We had, I think, 3 different 20-point leads, and they went on runs, cut the lead down to like 8 with a minute left or whatever, 2 minutes left. Game of runs, but we pulled it out in the end. We did what we were supposed to do. So I want to talk about a couple of things that I took away from this game. First of all, we won because the Kings are terrible. De'Aaron Fox can't shoot threes. He had a couple wide-open threes down the stretch that would have really brought it close, and I was just sitting there like, yeah, we'll take that. Well, like all day. All day. Our game plan basically is to let De'Aaron Fox shoot threes, and he was 0 for 4. Buddy Hield, I love Buddy Hield. I'm not even sure why he's coming off the bench for the Kings. You guys could let me know that if you have the answer to that, but I'm a huge Buddy Hield fan. I would love him to play for the Sixers. It is rumored that he wants out of Sacramento and he's going to request a trade this offseason. I think we should do everything we can to bring Buddy Hield onto the Sixers roster, but we'll see what happens with that. And Harrison Barnes looks like he doesn't care. He looks like he doesn't care at all. Look at this. Bro, oh my goodness. I mean, I know he played for the Warriors. He got massively overpaid by the Dallas Mavericks, and now he's just sitting on $150 million like, yeah, I'll go play for the Kings, I guess. I'm not even going to line up my beard, bro. I don't give a damn about any of this. That's hilarious to me. I can't believe he looks like that, bro. Like, come on, man. At least line up your beard. Good Lord. Raul Neto revenge game. Now, I was tweeting this whole game sarcastically, which was fun for me and hilarious, and you should follow me on Twitter if you don't already, at I am DJ Eastwood, and you should follow me on Instagram at I am DJ Eastwood if you want some supreme entertainment on a daily basis, especially my live tweeting during Sixers games. I was tweeting sarcastically because it's a lot more fun for me recently to watch a game and just laugh the whole time because I can't take it that serious when we're missing 3 starters. I just can't take the game that serious. And it just makes perfect sense. And by that, I mean it makes no sense, but nothing makes any sense on the Philadelphia 76ers, that Raul Neto comes out here balling. Raul Neto comes out here. Bro, I mean, Brett Brown put Neto in the game in the first half. He had more minutes than Shake Milton in the first half. Sixers Twitter's going nuts. Why is this dude so obsessed with Raul Neto? And I'm just sitting here like, I don't know anymore. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get mad at this game. I'm just going to laugh it off and watch what happens. And Raul Neto goes off, bro. 16 points, a couple of clutch threes down the stretch to ice the game, basically. A pick and roll. A nice pick-and-roll play where he threw a bounce pass to the corner for a wide-open Alec Burks 3, I believe. Raul Neto played good. It was actually Raul Neto and Alec Burks down the stretch that iced this game. So As soon as I think I know what's going on with the Philadelphia 76ers, another unpredictable feat happens. And this time, it was Raul Neto playing good basketball. That doesn't give me a good feeling in my soul, realistically, because I think this is now going to be Brett Brown's excuse to play him more. Like, he's just such a stubborn coach, and he's going to be like, look, guys, I told you he was good. I told you. And now he's going to play him a whole ton of minutes. And in reality, he can't play any defense. He throws horrible turnovers. Like, he has these games once in a blue moon. You know, a couple weeks ago, he had 19 points in the first half of a game, I think the Cavaliers game. But he has these games once in a blue moon. But at the end of the day, he's a 10-minute backup, dude. He's not a 20-minute guy. He's not a 25-minute point guard. And if you run him out there, it's going to be like, you know, when the Eagles were playing Mark Sanchez, you know? He's going to be good for 2 games. But if he gets too much time, reality will set in. He will start throwing interceptions and start butt fumbling, you know? Like, that's Raul Neto to me. If you play him too much, reality will come to light, and you'll see what's going on. But Brett's obsessed with him. He is. The Lakers game, Brett Brown called a timeout in a game that was clearly over with 1 minute left to put Raul Neto back in the game. And then in this game, I had to laugh. I had to laugh my ass off. The game's over. We won. 43 seconds left in the game. He puts Raul Neto back in the game. Instead of just running the clock, calling it a day, he makes a substitution to put Raul Neto back in the game with 43 seconds left. Now I'm starting to think, like, and this is not a joke, I'm starting to think, like, maybe there is, like, a Brazilian cartel that they're just huge Raul Neto fans, and they have so much power that they threaten Brett Brown. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a Brazilian cartel that's like, hey, you play Raul Neto 20 minutes or we kill you. And Brett's like, okay, all right, bro, all right. And he was at like 19 minutes and 15 seconds, so Brett had to put him back in the last 43 seconds of the game to save his life and his family. That's all I can think of. And I don't know if that was a Brazilian accent. Now that I think about it, that was more like Japanese, but whatever. All right, man. Alec Burks hit some huge shots down the stretch also. It was an Alec Burks and Raul Neto game, dude, down the stretch. And I love to see it out of Alec Burks. That's why we signed him. That's why we brought him, traded for him. That's why we brought him over from Golden State. It was a breath of fresh air. It was nice to see. It's nice to see him get in a rhythm, hit some wide open threes. A couple of them he got fouled on, but just extra hustle plays, chasing down loose balls, making passes, making drives to the lane, like, you know, and one Euro step, left-handed finish. Like, Alec Burks, if he gets comfortable, will be a very good piece off the bench. Let's talk about Shake Milton. I am so proud of Shake Milton. Now, he got shut down in the Lakers game. Avery Bradley, Rajon Rondo, these guys. But Shake Milton's being so consistent lately. So consistent. He only took 14 shots in this game and put up 20 points. Shake Milton's becoming a legitimate 20-point-per-game scorer. I think he's earned his playing time at this point. I think it is clear as day that Shake Milton should start alongside Ben Simmons. I mean, he's the only guy on the team, at least from my eyes, that when he's wide open from 3, I can almost guarantee it's going in. He makes wide open shots. And then he makes difficult shots. But if he's wide open, he's making it. And there's nobody else on the team like that. Tobias Harris wide open, I have no clue if it's going in. Korkmaz wide open, no clue if it's going in. Mike Scott, who knows if he's even going to get close to the rim today, or he might go 5 for 5. You never know. But Shake Milton is just becoming a consistent three-point shooter, such a nice ball handler, such a good pick-and-roll point guard. He's exactly what we need. I'm so proud of him. I still can't believe that Raul Neto played more minutes than Shake Milton in the first half. That's just funny to me. But I'm done being mad at Brett Brown. I can't figure him out. I'll never figure him out. That just is what it is at this point. Alec Burks didn't play the entire third quarter until about a minute and a half left in the third quarter. And then once Brett started running Shake, Neto, and Burks back and forth, all three of those guys interchangeable, he had success. And what have I been saying since the beginning of the season? This team needs more guard play. Look at the other teams in the NBA. You know, the New Orleans Pelicans start Drew Holiday and Lonzo Ball. Those are 2 point guards, basically. You know, we've been starting Josh Richardson as our only guard on the floor with Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and Al Horford. It's time to turn this around and put some guards on the floor. We need shooting, we need speed, we need ball handling. And I'm finally seeing it. Now, when Ben and Embiid come back, who knows what Brett's going to do. I'm not going to try to speculate on that because he's probably going to blow my mind, and you're probably not going to get very many more positive videos like this one. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, man. Tobias Harris had 28 points. He had 19 in the first half. Every single time I talk trash on this guy, he shuts me up. But that's just what it is. He's just the most inconsistent max player of all time. If he's making shots, he'll score 30 points. If he's not making shots, he'll score 12. And when his three-point shot is not going in, he doesn't have much else to offer. That's not a max contract player. Even in this game, down the stretch in the fourth quarter sometimes, he got the ISO ball because it was the classic Brett Brown stand-around offense where nobody does anything, and then there's 5 seconds left on the clock. Tobias Harris has to take an ISO, and he's not an ISO player. He needs plays run for him. He needs to come off screens and that sort of thing. Just one-on-one, he's not going to break a man down one-on-one. He's not. He's slow. He doesn't really have a effective crossover dribble. He just kind of takes a jab step, takes 2 dribbles, doesn't go anywhere, and then turns around and kicks it out. And actually, Shake Milton bailed him out on one play where he did that, hit a deep 3. Korkmaz bailed him out on another play in the first half when he did that with the shot clock running down. So I don't know what to say about Tobias Harris, man. All I know is he's not a max contract player. But again, we didn't pay him. We didn't pay him to be the number 1. We paid him so he wouldn't leave. So that's just what we did. He's our 3rd option at the end of the day, maybe even the 4th option. And he's a good 3rd or 4th option to have. But we're never going to get over the fact that he's massively overpaid. I do want to talk about his effort, though, because I do question his effort a lot of times. I think he plays soft a lot of times. And Tobias Harris had 14 rebounds in this game. And that, like I said a couple videos ago, rebounding equals effort. If you end a game with 14 rebounds, you were giving it your all. You were giving it your all, especially from the small forward, power forward position. 14 rebounds is huge. So, you know, Tobias Harris is playing hard. On the road, this team has been so bad on the road the whole season. It's just so nice to see them playing hard with effort, hitting wide open threes, making shots, playing like it doesn't look like there's a disparity anymore. They lost to the Clippers and Lakers. They didn't stand a chance to win those games, but I'm starting to see the same effort on the road as home. It looks like the same team recently. You know, the away team looks almost the same as the home team. They're playing hard. They're making shots. They're doing what they can do. So that gives me a good feeling moving forward, getting our guys back, making a playoff run and all that kind of thing. If we can figure out the road struggles, the lack of effort, energy, and all that on the road, who knows what this team can do in the playoffs. But I'm not going to hold my breath with Brett Brown at the helm. You guys already know that. Al Horford had a monster game. Monster game from Al Horford. I mean, this was borderline player of the week game. This is borderline just dominance. 18 points from Al Horford. Big time, bro. He was 2 for 6 from 3. He shot 33.3% from 3. That is massive for Al Horford on the road. All right. Can you check my sarcasm here? Al Horford played solid. That's what I'm going to say. Solid. All right. I had a couple people tweet me talking about, oh, where's Al Horford hate now? Al Horford's playing wonderfully. Al Horford's playing a great game. Bro. Yeah, he played a solid game. And that's what we need him to do all the time. But if you're talking about this like he had a superstar performance and he had 18 points and 8 rebounds, come on, man. You can get an 18 and 8 guy a lot of different places in the NBA for less than $109 million. But I liked what Al Horford did in this game. It was solid. That's all we need from him. We need him to be solid. There is still nothing that makes me cringe. My whole body cringes. There's nothing that makes me cringe more than watching Al Horford shoot threes from the top of the key. I can't stand it. His shot form is horrendous, and it bricks literally 65% of the time. It's a brick. Front of the rim, back of the rim, off the backboard. So that is what it is. But Al Horford played solid. And if he can come off the bench moving forward when Embiid is back, if Brett Brown can play the right lineups, I know I say that a lot. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But, if he can bring Al Horford off the bench and this guy can give us 12 and 7, that's not worth $109 million, but it's serviceable. And we already know we're massively overpaying these players. So it is what it is, man. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is the Run It Back Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. As always, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and hit the like button on the video. Helps me out tremendously. Man, I got a good feeling about this. The Sixers are without 3 starters. They're looking like they have energy. Shake Milton is blossoming before our own eyes. Raul Neto was serviceable. Everybody played together, and we got the win on the road. So let's see if we can keep that momentum going, man. You guys have a great day, man. DJ Eastwood, Run It Back. Peace.